Hello all, welcome back again. I've just finished night shift. I had a good night. I work in open cut mine as an operator. Yes, I've had a good night, had a couple of good power naps. So yeah, it's a nice day outside, beautiful and sunny and perfect conditions for a bit of shed action. So the other day before I done night shift, I welded all this up. And I've been recording how long it takes me to do it, so it took me an hour and 15 minutes. And during that time, had problems with the welder again. I got a bird's nest again, and even when I managed to get the wire to feed through, the wire went through the outside the inner cable, and it came out the gun in a totally wrong spot. So yeah, I had to pull this apart. But yeah, I'm thinking I might have to buy a new liner for it that goes inside the cable. I had a steel one before, it's like a steel sort of inner cable, but I got aluminium cord in it. I went to gas weld, and they only had the plastic sleeve to go in it, and I don't think they're very good. They wear out quickly, especially when you get heaps of birds' nests and you're running sharp wire through it. They start getting sort of all chunked up on the inside, and the wire doesn't feed through as smoothly. Yeah, so I managed to weld all this in and then dress it all back, and it's come out really good. I'm happy with it. I'm just going to finish off up here, but before I do that, I'll get onto this now and just weld all around here and then dress it back, and then I'll see how I feel after that. I'll continue like I do this here, do there and over here, but ideally I want to start looking in and fitting these rear quarters up. I'm super keen. I just really want to see this car back together. It's I get so inspired. When I first bought this car, I used to sit here looking at it, cranking the music up and just drinking coffees and beers and just looking over it. And I'm so keen to just to have the car back together. I really enjoy doing body work. Most people hate it, but I really enjoy it because you get a lot of satisfaction from it. It's really rewarding when you go to all the trouble of doing all the body work, getting all the dents out, getting all the shapes right, the door gaps, all that stuff, and then when it comes to time, giving it a fresh coat of paint, and it's just, yeah, it's so worth it. Anyone would tell you who restores cars, the joy you get out of it when it's freshly painted, or when you take it for its first drive, or you get people to come over and look at it, it's so, I love it. It's what I'll do today to keep myself going. I'll just, hook into the coffees. I do, in the past, I used to hook into the no-dos. It's like these caffeine tablets, you get them from service stations. They're really good to keep me energized. It's not so much energy, it's just staying alert, because once you sit down, you start getting tired. So yeah, got to keep on the go. You see here, there's like a really fine gap. Wouldn't even be a millimetre, or maybe there it would be, but it's perfect conditions for getting good penetration. And it's all metal, the gaps are aligned. So yeah, these are the best conditions. You know, you can weld quicker. I can't get the GoPro any closer. I already got a spatter mark on it. I haven't got a case over it. Yeah, perfect conditions. Can't weld much quicker now. We'll get the store. Do a little bit here. I'll try weld continuously. I don't know how my luck will go, but I think because the chassis behind it will get a bit of a heat soak. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Go over here a bit now, seems to be going alright. Deep, low through, cannot handle it. That's where there's no chassis rail, it's all a hollow area. I'll just weld that little bit up there, then I'll dress it back. It's not perfectly aligned. I don't particularly care. What I'll do, I'll get the get this tool now, and then you can just dress that little bit out. I would never weld that quick on the outside. Like when I do rear quarters, when I weld the new arches in, there's no way I'm gonna weld that quick. I'll get major distortion. But so I finished welding that up. It's got to be dressed back. But I'm having a lot of problems with these wheels. Flat wheels, they're wearing out, and so I need to get new ones. I'm trying to avoid going to Bunnings. Another good option is these discs. These are really good too. You just got to be careful. They dig in and they grab on sharp edges. I might give them a hit for doing these welds. They're heaps cheap too, those sand and discs. But the best part too about this welding, when you do light gauge welding like this, you don't use much power. So in saying that, we've got the old solar panels on the roof, and because it's such a nice sunny day, I'm able to run the welder off the solar panels. So it goes from the solar panels to a battery bank, and then goes through inverter, and it feeds me welder, feeds all the lights, it feeds everything. But if it's like a rainy day or it's overcast, then yeah, I have to go back to grid power. But yeah, it certainly is a bonus. It's like, it works at about 27 cents for a day's work worth of electricity, because the power that I'd use out of the grid for the solar panel to put it back into the grid, it works out about $27 for like a day's work. 27 cents, sorry, so yeah, pretty cheap. I just had a quick go of this roof. I've finished welding up all this. And I've sort of done with that. Like, I got to a point where I'm just sick of doing the same thing over and over, so I thought I'd have a go at this roof. As you can see, there was one massive big dirty dent there. The crown's around here. That's the spot, the height. That's where the metal's sort of creased. So I've looked at that. It was way worse than that. I should have filmed it beforehand, but you can see here. You can see there's no point on trying to get that perfect, because I could correct that and then I might knock this out. So I'm doing this, and then I'll go to this, and I'll slowly bring it back. But I think the key is, see this one there, and this dent there, there's the crown. So I'll work it up from the bottom here, work that area first, slowly, and then yeah, slowly tap at the crown, but then support it from underneath, and you can get a better feel about what the metal wants to do from underneath. So let's put this lid back on this permanent marker. Unfortunately, you can't have anything sitting on the roof. So what I'm doing, I'm not actually going to hit it, but I tap down from this point, but I'll hit there first for a bit, and then I'll go back to that. And I think the secret is just watch the metal, get a feel for what it's doing, and eventually it'll come good. But if the metal's stretched, then yeah, it's going to be another challenge. But I can worry about that later. But it's quite a few. These are really the worst spot of the roof. There's another couple on the corners over there. There's a nasty one along here somewhere. Yeah, there's something going on here. This area here. Yeah, the whole roof's got issues really. But I think it's just like you crack one area and then another area will sort of start coming good. But yeah, I'll keep at it. Yeah, you can see a dent here. So I'll start working on this one. Down. Every time I do it, it gets that little bit better. It's amazing how well it comes out. You have a tendency to want to rush it, but it's just not worth it. This one's pretty stubborn. That crown is pretty firm. I'm not going to hit it any harder, but it just takes longer. Yeah, she's stubborn, that one. I spent hours doing this on the Escort. I got it to a point where you get it so good, and then you find little areas where the metal's stretched, and then yeah, I didn't go any further than that. That's where I took a step back and right, I think I'll live how good it is for trying to put any heat into it. But this has come back really good. I'll just keep at it until I run out of patience, walk away. Can't get too keen and do damage. You rush it too much. I kept on mucking around, and it's definitely way better than what it was. But you can see a little unevenness, and I'm at the point where I haven't got the proper light. You have to always move around to look at different angles, see where the dents are. I need to get one of those lights that have got, there's a special lights that you stick on the panels and you can see lines, and then you can tell the high and low spots. So I won't waste my time going any further. It's way better than what it was. Like, there was a massive big dent around here, it's gone. Feel a little bit of like, it's not going to be perfect at this point. I just haven't got all the proper tools. I've only got the basic take this out. I've got these dollies, and I've got these hammers. Yeah, a few other little things, but just a basic kit. When I'll get serious, I'll get all the proper tools. So I'll get in beyond it and just slowly, because once you get the light there, you can see exactly where the high and low spots are. I could slowly work it and get it better. And I'll get a better, shinier finish on it too. More coats of the epoxy. And yeah, I reckon I can correct it. Should be good, but I know the passenger side quarter, yeah, it's in a bad way. It needs a lot of work. Like, I'm even thinking I'm not going to even worry about putting the new arches on until I get the panels, you know, pretty close to being perfect, or best I can. Because if I go try to stick the arches on and the panel's not straight, it's just going to be defeating the purpose. And I've got the new section that goes in here. It's actually easier to look at it from the other side, but so yeah, that goes in there like that. I've got these sections here. They go in there. Yeah, we've got this new section here. Goes across there. Another rare spares item. And I've got this one here. Goes in there. It sits up in there. But this rear panel, yeah, she's in a bad way. Like you look at it across the bottom here, rusted out pretty bad. But definitely heaps more keen to use this than buy a rare spares one. I think when it comes down to it, if you're paying someone to do it, to put this on, obviously they're gonna, they're gonna have to charge appropriately if they're gonna repair stuff like this, like the old corners are rotted out. This is mounted on correctly too. I have to look at another coupe and measure all the gaps because I've got no idea how bad it is. But so yeah, I reckon I'll end up starting on this driver's side, pull this guard off, and then I'll start doing it all in here, doing those areas up, make sure they all marry up. But I've got nothing here. There's nothing. I've got absolutely nothing there. I'll have to make something for that. Yeah, that's where I'm at now. So I'll have another update soon. Got some days off next week, so